You're right, guys, it's Capcom Tom here, and welcome to episode number 46 of The Path to Paris. Now, before we get into some games, we got some stuff to take care of. We have our season ticket pack, and we have some stuff in our transfer list that we do need to clear out. We've managed to sell the Leighton Baines that we bought in the last episode for 62,000 coins, so we've made some profit there, which isn't too bad. Now, if you're looking to buy some Ultimate Team coins, go check out battle.com, one of the web's most trusted coin merchants, and if you use the discount code TCAPGUN, you'll get 5% off all your purchases. Their link will be down in the description. So here we go with the season ticket pack. Will EA bless us and finally give us something that we can use in this series? Let's see. No, we got nothing. We got Jose Mourinho as our best card. We also got this guy called Fuakapatu, who's actually worth nothing, but he is the shortest player that I can find on the game who has the power header trait. You can see that 86 heading, and he's only 5'9". I also know that Tim Cahill has it, but he's 5'10". So it's quite interesting to see there. Maybe I'll build a team around him or something in a separate squad builder or something at some point. Anyway, we're in Division 3. We have 9 points from our first 4 games. We are off to a flyer. That's exactly what we need. We're going to push through for the safety of not getting relegated, and that's our first job. So here we go, we're going to dive into the game. Let's see who we come up against. We come up against a team called Alvi69. He's using a Serie A squad with Gomez up top. He's got Totti in there, who's very slow, but he's got absolutely ridiculous stats. He's got Marquisio, who we all know is an absolute beast from Journey to Juventus, and he also has this guy, Krandrava, who actually went through early on in the 7th minute and managed to score. Not only that, he went through again in the second half with Gomez and just chipped it over the top of Ziriga. You can see the controller, the battery pack fell out as I dropped it on the floor in disgust. Now we managed to get back into the game. A cross and a header into Bodmer sort of put us back in with a shout, and then a few seconds later we slip in Menez, who manages to put that one into the back of the net to equalise it up, and actually that is how the game ended. So I was pretty happy to come back from 2-0 down. You know, if it had been like 0-0 I would have wanted to win, but 2-0 down to come back and like have a 2-2, that's half decent. We get 1 point for our efforts. Now we're listing up that Jose Mourinho. I actually found another one a little bit cheaper when I was checking the buy it now price, so I bought it and listed it up. You know, if you see something that you can make profit on at any situation, you should do it. Now we have 2 players here. We have an Olsen that we bought for 89,000, listing him up for 100,000 to see if we can sell him on. We also have an Isco in form in a centre mid that we got 59,500. I believe we're listing him up for around the 65k mark. So there's definitely some coins to be made there. And if you're wondering how I find these players, I literally put like a minimum price of about 50,000, and because I have about 150,000 coins, I put a max price of 150,000. Then I just scroll through and find ones with bids on them. They're the ones that, you know, are going cheap, and then you can obviously try and win them in auctions and stuff like that in the bid wars, and hope to get lucky and make some coins that way, although it is still very difficult, so you have to be patient, and I'm finding it a lot more difficult to trade this year than I did last year. Now we're in our next game, and unfortunately we ended up conceding. Very frustrating, but we got back on level terms through Lucas a couple minutes later. Lovely over the top ball followed by a great volley to give us the 1-1 position, and then we go behind again. Cross, header, Boateng. Oh, frustrating, I know, 62 minutes in, but you know, if you can't beat them, join them, and we did exactly the same. Crossed it in and headed it in with Matuidi to get another 2-2 draw. So there you go. It's sort of like a bit of a slow going, considering we had 3-0-1 at the start of the episode. Now to have 3-2-1, it's not brilliant, but we're actually very close to safety now, and we're still, you know, within the chance of getting the title if we start picking up some wins soon. So here we go into the next game. We're coming up against a 4-1-2-1-2 BPL team with Jovetic up front. Also got Demba Ba. I didn't think it was the strongest team, although it does have a decent defence. It's not the fastest defence, so I was like, well, maybe we can do some work here, and we did. We managed to get through with Bodmer early on, and after the ball came out off the goalkeeper, we did manage to put it in. So we were 1-0 up, and we were all over this guy. I cannot even begin to explain how all over him we were. And then he managed to score from a header in the 63rd minute, and after that I immediately paused it, and as you can see, I was pissed off because he has had 2 chances all game, 1 on target. He managed to score it, and that's how the game ended. I was like, what is life? We'd had like 7 and 5 chances, or was it 9 and 7? Oh, just really frustrating. Anyway, taking that out of our mind, we are now safe from relegation, so that's a good thing, and we can, you know, hopefully push on for those promotional spots. Now we managed to get a silver gift pack free, and we actually got a really good player in it, a Colombian left back. Now you may be wondering what's good about that, but I'll explain that in a second. But as you can see, we have now actually managed to sell all of our stuff, so we managed to get rid of both the informed players. Also went for 97,500 in the end, gave us about 4.5k profit. Isco went as well. We also got rid of Jose Mourinho, and you can see I'm going to quickly get rid of the stuff that just isn't selling, including the guy with the power header trait. Now the left back, the reason that he's going for a decent price is because there's not all that many Colombian left backs on the game. So Colombia is quite a popular nationality to build team with, and therefore he's going to have quite a good price. Ended up selling for 950, considering he's a non-rare. That's really good. Now we've got two players here. First off, a Boateng in a centre mid that we're trying to sell on, and also Diego Costa we got for 93,000 coins, trying to list him up for 102, which will be decent profit if we manage to sell him. So here we go. We're going to go back into playing, and we come up against this team, and it's quite an interesting team. It's the Argentinian league, so it's got Zarate in there, and then he's got like La Liga backline, which is quite interesting. Not the strongest of teams, and I was like, okay, I could do some work here. I could definitely get something out of this. But Sirigu was having a shite time. You saw that. That was the first chance when he Supermaned and missed it, and then he threw it straight to him and put us behind in the 17th minute. I was like, what on earth is going on? And he had the worst game I have ever seen, ever. I know that was my fault because I brought him out, but just, you know, the fact is that he didn't make one single save. The guy at the end has a certain number of chances on target, and every single one of them went in. Now, we managed to get back into this game, managed to score through Menez, really good goal, but then Alex got caught in possession, so slow and annoying. He ended up giving away the ball, and Zarate pounced on it and made it 3-1. So we were behind quite far again. But we managed to get back into it. You know, we opened up the chance. Menez there in the 53rd minute. And then Lavezzi with a really nice bit of work here to go inside the man. And unfortunately didn't score. But, of course, we had a man running up. And it was Lucas who managed to apply the finish there. So we're 3-3 at this point. And then in the final minutes of the game, he crossed. He scored from a corner. I was absolutely outraged with that. I was just like, I have been completely robbed. I do not understand how I've ended up losing. And, yeah, just kind of bitter towards the game, to be honest. But that's FIFA. Sometimes you have to get over it. And as you can see, 4 chances, 4 goals, or 4 chances on target, 4 goals, and I had more chances. I know it was very tight and it could have gone either way, but I really felt that, you know, Sirigu could have saved at least 1 shot in that game. Anyway, let's dive in. We still have a chance of promotion as long as we manage to win our 2 remaining games, but we have to get wins in both of them, so we're going to push forward, see if we can do it. And we come up against a full 1-2-1-2 BPL side. It's got Carroll and Sturridge up front. It's got Nasri in there, Schürrle and Ben Arthur. It's also got Ramirez playing CDM. Then we have Clichy and Micah Richards at right back and left back, and he has the defence of Vidic and Vertonghen. Now we managed to score early on to make up for that horrible result that we just suffered. Menez steaming through and bashing it into the back of the net with his head in the 2nd minute. Then 2 minutes later, we were 2 goals up in 4 minutes. No, it says 5, but it was inside the 4th minute. We are 2-0 up. That's very good. And then we managed to score a 3rd before 10 minutes. Cavani from outside the box. Really good goal from him. But, you know, as always, you'd expect some goals to go his way, and there was one for Sturridge, and there was like 4 goals in the first, 11 minutes of the game, and then there was 5 goals in the first 13 minutes of the game. I was like, that is the most goals I've ever scored, or seen scored in 13 minutes. Absolutely crazy, and he ended up rage quitting after that, and he sent me a cry message saying that it was lagging. I was like, I don't really care. I still get the 3 points, and that's all I really care about, you know. So there we go. We managed to take down the 3 points. Now the promotion is only 3 points away, so that is this game, and it is our final game. Let's see if we can win it. We're coming up against a 4-1-2-1-2 Spanish team. Well, it's a La Liga team. It's got Benzema. It's also got Alexis Sanchez. It's also got Marcelo and Diego Alves in net. Those are the only non-Spanish players in there, and we're hoping to do some good work against him. Now Menez gets down the wing. Good skill to open up space for him to cross in, and Mota climbs well to head that one in the 15th minute, so we were looking good. Then Menez, this is a lovely goal. More skills from him to take it past the man, cuts back inside and absolutely smashes it into the back of the net. So it's 2-0 at this point. Then I see Lavezzi getting away, so I was like, yep, okay, and then we pop it over the top. Menez uses his pace to get through, and a lovely finish there from him as well. So Menez is on absolute stonking form at the moment, ends up getting the win for that game, and I was pretty happy with the team. And you know what that means? That means that we have been promoted. We are going into Division 2, and I'm kind of fearful because I've never been in Division 2 before. This will be my first time on any account. I don't really play divisions on my main account. You know, I prefer to play online single matches, but for the series we are going to try and attempt to win Division 2 and well, hopefully move into Division 1, and that's the aim. We want to win the Division 1 title. So guys, there you go, that's how it happens. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Obviously, let's get this video to 1,000 likes. I'll be uploading, hopefully, if I have my Xbox One. I recorded this on Wednesday, if you're wondering. If I have my Xbox One, I will be uploading the first episode of my new series tonight, so make sure you're looking out for that at 8. But until then, I will have to leave it there. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all next time.